Hey, what's up YouTube? Just wanted to make a quick video here today. This isn't going to necessarily be a how-to or a step-by-step demonstration on how to perform this task. So if that's what you're looking for, I would probably search for another video on YouTube. But what I'm going to do is just going to explain the process of changing a battery. This is in a 2011 Nissan Altima. This is the 2.5 4-cylinder SL, does not have hybrid. So as you're looking, this is the front of the vehicle, obviously driver's side, passenger side. And as you approach the vehicle, you'll see your battery is actually right here. And so basically what you want to do here is go ahead and start off by loosening the negative battery terminal, which is this one right here. And everything you should need, unless somebody has changed something on your vehicle, if it's all factory, everything you should need would be just a 10mm deep socket, or even a 10mm wrench, but a 10mm deep socket with a ratchet would be the easiest way to do this. Once you have this guy disconnected, just go ahead and kind of move it out of the side so it's not touching the terminal. Your next step would be to go ahead and loosen this nut and then this bolt here that passes into the transmission computer bracket. And then once you have these off, put them aside. Now, if you're not sure what direction orientation that this bracket is supposed to go on, just take it, and then what I do is just set it aside where it was, so you know where to what orientation it goes back on there. And once you do that, then you can go ahead and crack these two nuts loose here, and this is on the battery hold down brackets. And so you take these off. From there, the next step would be, or you could even do the remove both terminals first if you'd like. Most important, I think, is to get that negative off before you start toying around in here, and get that aside so it's not touching a post. But then you can go ahead and take off the positive. Now the positive, if you're going to do this one, I found that it works better to use a wrench on this one, because if you use your deep socket that you're using on these long studs sticking up here, you're not going to have enough clearance without removing the air filter housing, at least this portion of it right here, so that you can get your long socket and socket wrench in here. Once you do that and you remove this bracket, if you have the what Vice Grip Garage Derek calls it, a go handle, you can just go ahead and lift this guy out of there. Now it's really important to make sure you clean down and around there. There's actually a plastic tray under here that's actually a removable tray. It's just sitting in there, and if you remove that tray and clean it and clean up any other issues that you see as far as battery corrosion or battery acid, it's probably not a bad idea to wear some gloves. And I would also recommend not breathing this stuff in, because it's really not good for you. So clean up the area really well and wipe that tray out. Even lift the tray and clean under the tray, because that's where the actual body of the vehicle is, and you risk corrosion down there from battery acid. So clean all that up. And then once you're done, you can go ahead and put in your fresh new battery and drop it in. And at this point, go ahead and set this bracket on there. Now I took this bracket and actually wire wheeled it and resprayed it with some fresh high gloss black spray paint, because it was all corroded and rusted from the battery. So it's got a fresh coat of paint on it. And put that on, tighten these down. You don't want to over tighten them, you don't want to smash the battery, you just want it to hold the battery in place. Grab your bracket that you would have laid here and orient it correctly. Put your fasteners back in for it. And then reattach the positive terminal, and you want it tight so it's not loose, but you also don't want to rip the terminal off. So you kind of want to use your mind, not your muscle. You want it snug because you don't want it moving, but you also, to get a good connection, you don't want to over tighten it and strip the threads or even break the terminal on the battery, or even the terminal wire. And then from there, go ahead and reattach the negative and make sure it's fully seated and tighten it down. Now I spray a little bit of fluid film on it. They do sell special oil that you can put on it, on the terminals, to keep them from rusting and corroding as quickly. So that would be a good idea. Now, one thing I didn't mention was, when you have the battery out, they sell these brushes, these harsh metal brushes, or even just little brushes in general that have metal on them. You can get in there and scrape and clean these terminals off so they're nice and shiny inside and around. So get any corrosion. That way you get a good contact. Now, I chose to go with the Walmart battery. I went with the Max. I think it's a 35N is what it's listed as on their site. It has the 640 cold cranking amps. It has 785 for whenever it's above 32 degrees or above. It has a 3-year warranty on it. I've actually had really good luck with Walmart batteries. I know some people think Walmart cheap, you know, not reliable. I've had better luck with Walmart batteries than some of the ones at like Advance and, you know, even AutoZone for that matter. So I don't think they're bad batteries whatsoever. So I chose to go with this. Plus this particular battery, once I got my core back, was like $119 plus tax. And compared to what batteries are costing now, I think I priced out the gold at Advanced Auto, and it was $199 for their new Die Hard lineup, which basically is their CarQuest batteries, Autocraft, with a sticker put over top of it. It says Die Hard. At least any of the remaining batteries, I was told that's what they did when they did the Die Hard switchover. But anyhow, like I said, this isn't necessarily a how-to video per se. It's more of just an instructional explanation of what you have to do. If you're going to be doing this task, obviously, you know, make sure if you have any special accessories in your car or codes for your radio, make sure you write them down. So in case you have a lock on your radio, this one does not have that on my factory unit. But yeah, other than that, I hope this helps somebody. Like I said, it's not going to be a great video. It's more or less just a quick explanation. Like I said, if you're looking for a step-by-step how-to, watching the process in action, I'd skip ahead to someone else's video. I'm sure there's one out there. But, you know, like I said, I like to post quick little videos, quick tips, just to help people out. I know I search for those all the time when I'm doing stuff that I'm not sure how to do. So I hope this helps. You all have a great day. I appreciate you watching, and please remember to comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.